There's one. Got him that time. Ooh, that feels like a pretty good fish. Yeah, I think that's a decent walleye right there. Well, let me give you a tip that might help you catch a few more fish. I'm Jon Thelen, host of Fishhead TV, and I spend a lot of time in my boat. And before taking on the TV show, I spent a lot of time tournament fishing. And one of my deals, plain and simple, was to make money. I had to put as many fish per day in the boat as I can, and that still holds true today. And walleyes like this one right here, they can get awful finicky, especially when they're getting beat up, especially when you got boats going over them and over them and over them. Fish like that one right there, all of a sudden, they'll start to know exactly what the boat is over top of them. They'll feel it, they'll know exactly what's happening, and they'll get skitterish about it. What I've done to combat that, and I did this a couple of years ago, I've moved to the back of the boat. I very, very seldom ever fish anymore out of the front of the boat. I spend most all of my time in the back of the boat. And I do it because of two reasons. Walleyes like that one right there, like I said, he can feel that boat over his head. Well, if I'm up in the front of the boat, my line's back here, that boat's still over the top of him. And a lot of times when you've got the boat over the top of a fish like that, he feels it and he'll just dart off. He won't pay attention to your bait. And I fish a lot of shallow water. I mean, more and more and more, I find myself in 20 feet or less, and these lakes are clearing up more and more. So with the clearer and clearer water, they can see the bottom of the boat. They can see shadows. They can feel everything around them. Here's the other reason I fish from the back of the boat though. When you're in waves, and I'm in a little bit of wave here today, if I'm able to sit and hold that line pretty steady and put the movement on it that I want, it's gonna be better than if I'm up in the front of the boat where I've got a lot more movement, because up in the bow of the boat, I'm doing a lot more of this, okay? Well, now I'm naturally going up and down. Here's the one movement I don't think fish like. I don't think they like the surge up and down. They might not mind it going forward a little faster or dropping back a little bit. And from the back of the boat, I can control that because the back of the boat sits more in the water while the bow's moving up and down in the waves. I just think I have better bait control. So all said and done, I've got great boat control from the back of the boat. I can see all of my stuff, okay? I've got my trolling motor running up front, but I can see my big graphs on the bow, see everything I need to see. I've got great boat control. I've got great bait control because I can hold it nice and steady. And when it really comes down to it, the fish don't know anything about where I'm at, because by the time they see the bait's way back there. The boat's long gone, so it doesn't make any difference. Jump into the back of the boat. Spend a little bit of time fishing out of the back and just check it out, because I'm going to tell you something. I think you'll get a few more bites throughout the day. I've found that day in and day out, I catch a lot more fish being in the back.